The diner's windows rattled as the door of my Chevy Silverado slammed shut with enough force to crack the morning wide open. Inside Rusty's Sunrise Diner, forks froze mid-bite, coffee cups hovered, and every head swiveled toward the parking lot. I didn't look up. My pancakes, golden and syrup-soaked, deserved my full attention. Another bite, a sip of black coffee, and I let the chaos unfold outside. The woman out there mid-50s, power suit, clipboard gripped like a battle axe wasn't just loud. She was a one-woman hurricane, and her rage was aimed at my truck. She didn't know it was mine. Not yet. But the way she circled it, scribbling furiously, screaming about community standards, told me she was about to make this personal. What she didn't know was that the booth behind me held 4 off-duty cops, one of whom owed me a debt from a night in Kabul that neither of us would ever forget. My name's Emma Caldwell, ex-Army mechanic, now running a garage on the edge of Cedar Hollow. That Saturday morning started like any other. Dawn was still rubbing its eyes when I rolled into Rusty's lot, parking my mud-caked Silverado at an angle across 2 spaces habit from years of claiming my corner. The diner smelled of bacon fat and dreams deferred, and I slid into my usual booth, nodding to Rusty behind the counter. The menu stayed unopened. I knew what I wanted. Pancakes, coffee, solitude. But solitude doesn't last when Vanessa Hargrove is on the prowl. Vanessa was HOA president of Cedar Hollow Estates, a title she wielded like a scepter over a kingdom of cookie-cutter condos. She stormed across the lot in heels that clicked like gunfire, her blonde bob bouncing with every step. My truck battle-scarred, with a dented fender from a rogue toe hitch offended her sense of order. She circled it like a vulture, muttering about aesthetic violations and VY Sewell blight. Then came the slam. The first one made the diner jump. The second, harder, was a declaration of war. I smirked into my coffee. That truck had served VY Ved worse than her tantrum. Behind me, the booth creaked. I glanced back. 4 guys, broad shoulders, buzz cuts, sipping coffee with the quiet intensity of men who'd seen action. One caught my eye and grinned. Emma Caldwell? No damn way. He stood, hand extended. Jake Torres. You pulled me out of that Humvee in '09. Thought I was done for. I shook his hand, warmth cutting through the morning chill. Still got both legs, Jake? Thanks to you. He laughed, clapping my shoulder. His buddies nodded, sizing me up with respect. Before we could reminisce, the diner's bell jingled like a warning shot. Vanessa burst in, eyes blazing, clipboard raised like she was storming a bunker. She zeroed in on me, nostrils flaring. Ew, she snapped, heels stabbing the linoleum. That monstrosity out there is yours, isn't it? It's a disgrace to the community. I leaned back, wiping syrup off my lip. This is Rusty's lot, lady. Public property. Your rules don't apply. Her face tightened. The HOA has jurisdiction over overflow parking. Section 12C, paragraph 4. She slapped a citation on my table pink paper, official looking, complete with her loopy signature. Warning, vehicle aesthetics violation. Visual disruption of neighborhood harmony. Jake leaned over, voice low, amused. Ma'am, this diner's outside your turf. Vanessa spun on him, dismissing him like he was the busboy. And who are you? Detective Jake Torres, LAPD. He stood, all 6'2" of him, badge glinting on his belt. Her jaw twitched, but she didn't back down. This is official HOA business, she barked. Another cop, a bear of a man named Sam, stood too, looming. Is there such a thing as official HOA business? Sam asked, voice dripping with mock curiosity. Vanessa faltered, her clipboard trembling. She wasn't used to resistance. This isn't over, she hissed at me. I'll have your truck towed. She stormed out, slamming my truck door again for good measure. The side mirror cracked, dangling like a broken promise. My jaw tightened not at the damage, but the audacity. Jake raised an eyebrow. Want her booked for vandalism? Nah, I said, standing. Let's play her game first. I called the HOA office later, Leah VYing a message about unauthorized citations on private land. Jake texted me that night. Her meltdowns VY rel. Stoka VFs. By morning, The VY Deo Caramversus. Veteran hit 1,000,000. Vanessa's war had just begun. Sunday was quiet, but Monday brought her retaliation. 3 letters were taped to my windshield, each signed with absurd titles. Community Standards Czar, Harmony Overseer, CIVYC Aesthetics Marshal. One included a hand-drawn badge, like a kid's art project. I chuckled, tossing them into my shop scrap bin. My garage, Caldwell's Auto, was buzzing, maybe from the VY Deo, maybe because folks love a takedown. I was elbow deep in a carburetor when a hum overhead broke my focus. Not a chopper drone, black, with a tiny HOA sticker. It hovered, camera glinting, filming my truck. A tinny voice crackled through a speaker. "Attention! This is an HOA inspection. Violations will be documented." I wiped grease off my hands, grinning. Vanessa had gone full dystopian. Her Prius screeched into the lot, and she emerged, megaphone in one hand, clipboard in the other, her yappy purse dog tucked under her arm. "Emma Caldwell," she blared, voice echoing off the shop walls. "Your vehicle VY OLATS code 8B. Unauthorized equipment within 500 feet of HOA property. Cease operations or face legal escalation." My German Shepherd, Colt, trotted over, sniffed her tire, and lifted his leg. The stream hit her rim dead on. Vanessa shrieked. "You trained him to attack." "Nope," I said, scratching Colt's ears. "He just smells bullshit." My mechanics roared. The FedEx guy dropping off parts nearly choked laughing. Vanessa's face turned plum purple. "I have connections," she screamed. "The board's watching. So's the internet," I shot back. She froze, doubt flickering, then peeled out, drone buzzing after her like a loyal pet. Jay called that night, voice tight. "She's filing complaints, unlicensed vehicle, intimidation, you name it. We've been watching her. Her HOA's a scam. Fake bylaws, forged fines, maybe laundering through shell companies. She's obsessed with you, Emma. Push her, she'll crack." "I'm in," I said. "Let's bait her." The next few days were quiet, no drones, no letters. Then Thursday, a package arrived at the shop. No return address. Inside, 6 fake citations, each signed by non-existent board members, plus a due lot of $5,200 invoice for disruption of CIVYC piece. A post-it note read, "Settle quietly. Call Vanessa." I smirked, dialing Jake. "She's biting." "Phase 2, he said. "Flip her game." Friday morning, I parked at Rusty's, sipping coffee, watching the lot. 2 goons in knockoff HOA polos fumbled a tow chain near my truck. Vanessa stood nearby, arms crossed, smug as a dictator. I stepped outside, voice calm. "Towing private property's a felony." She scoffed. "This is sanctioned removal. Repeat violations." "You're not the law," I said, stepping closer. "Just a clipboard with a god complex." Jake appeared, badge out. "ID these men, MS. Hargrove." Her mouth opened, closed. "Internal protocol. No license, no jurisdiction." Jake cut in. "That's theft." The goons bolted, their truck fishtailing. Vanessa fled, her Prius swerve-vying. I called Lena Walsh, a realtor who owed me for fixing her Jeep after a desert breakdown. Over beers, she pulled up her laptop. Vanessa's HOA links to 6PO. Box, Firm Serenity Homes, Unity Landscaping, all her. CFO, president, everything. Fake invoices, real checks. Money's MOVYing big sums. Laundering, I asked. "Maybe. We need proof." Lena grinned. "Her storage unit's our ticket. We tracked the unit through rental logs, finding a key taped under a mailbox. Inside, files, fake citations, burner phones, call logs." Lena scraped text Vanessa plotting EVY tie-ins, wire transfers, felony-level sums. Then footsteps. Vanessa's voice outside. "Lock it tight." We hid behind crates. She entered, flashlight sweeping, muttering about that wrench monkey. She froze when she saw an open phone on the table. I stepped out, holding it. "Looking for this?" Her hand darted to her purse, pulling an unregistered .38, trembling. "You're in over your head, Caldwell." Lena, hidden, filmed. I kept my voice steady. "You're done, Vanessa. Lights flooded the unit. Jake and his team. "Drop it," an officer yelled. Vanessa screamed, cuffed, as her empire crumbled. The trial was a bloodbath. EVY Denke stacked high. Fake vendors, forged fines, Cayman accounts. Text glowed on-screen. Vanessa ordering hits on my truck, calling me the grease stain. She ranted about aesthetic integrity, while VYing PowerPoints with glittery fonts. The judge wasn't amused. Guilty, fraud, impersonation, wire fraud, firearm charges. 7 years. Restitution ordered. Her HOA dissolved. Homes returned. Funds repaid. Cedar Hollow threw block parties. Gardens bloomed. Rusty's buzzed louder than ever. Lena and I cracked beers on my tailgate, Colt gnawing a bone. Jake's mom ran a new, fair Hoano car rules. I raised my bottle at Rusty's, toasting to Vanessa May her cell, doors slam loudest. Pancakes never tasted better. If you were the one in this story, how would you react? Would you stand up and fight back, or accept the unreasonable pressure and control from the HOA? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this VY Deo with more people. Your small action gives us the motivation to keep bringing you more intense and engaging stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next VY Deo.